Okay, welcome back. So we're in our third video now. The last video was a really interesting one. So if you're struggling with lead generation and you don't have the money to pay for ads just yet, definitely go watch the last video where we talked about referrals and whose social media side of things. We did move a little bit into what I want to talk about today in the last video, so I stopped it there and we'll start again now. So tell me about the package or services you offer, because it does sound a little bit more than what the average person would give.
Yeah.
So explain first how you work your payments, because this is quite different to how most people do their payments.
Yeah. I do a monthly direct debit per calendar month.
Okay.
So it's not about sessions. It's not about I charge X amount per session.
Yeah.
I got away from that. It's about results. I learned this. I did a course with Paul Mort. I don't know if I've used Paul Mort. And again, I had a phone call with him, and he said, "You're not selling sessions. You're selling results." And I triggered. And I get it. But I've always had put the full deal together. You know, like we have. I had a Reiki evening a couple of months back. You know, so people can come book in for sort of half an hour slot. But I will do things like go shopping. You know, I've taken people shopping so we can understand food labels. You know, and we have days in here where I'll do like a miniature food seminar, so we could talk to people about food. So it's away from the training session. Yeah. It's over and above, so they actually get to understand what they're eating. You know, I send out like survival guides, we call them. You know, where you can go into Domino's and Costa and things like that, so you can actually think, bloody hell, that muffin is actually 450 calories. Yeah. Little understanding, so it's trying to educate people, not just in, train, out. Because I've used trainers in the past, and I think that model is, and that's why people are struggling, because that people expect more. If you wanted to charge a reasonable amount for your services, if you just want to train people and out, then you get paid that level for that level of service. I mean, Phil Lerney, he's on the wall there. Phil Lerney, I'm in his ACA, and I'm on a seminar next Saturday with him, and he goes on service. If we ever listen to anything Phil says, service, service, over and above, under promise and over deliver. You know, and that's stuck with me a little bit. You know, and I think people appreciate it. They're willing to spend the money because they know they get in way over and above. And I ask people as well, what else do you need? And we try not to second guess. You know, if you think, oh, wow, ask about, right, what can I do for you? Oh, you know, nothing really. We're like, right, okay, great. If you need anything, I'm being available. You know, I don't have set times. I don't have I'm only available like Friday, or you know. Again, nobody hounds me, so it's not as if I'm on the phone 24 hours a day, but I'm available. And I say, don't wait until the next session. If you've got a question, let's do it now. You know, if I'm busy, I won't answer the phone, but I'll phone you back later. I'll text you later. You know. So for me, it's the full service. It's service. Absolutely.
So that is quite interesting, because a lot of people base their prices on how many sessions a week you do. So they get, was it 3 sessions a week?
They get 2, but we have a couple of floating sessions. Which within my 25. So I do a maximum of 25. So if I got some spare slots, like tonight now, I've got a slot because one of the girls is working late. So she's been in this morning. So I'll offer that slot up, and people can have a third one. Doesn't cost me anything. Doesn't cost me any more time. But people can have an extra one in the monthly package.
Okay. Know? So then you've got your sessions, you've got like your recipe packs and stuff you put together. But the way he was kind of going over it and describing it is he's creating free content that doesn't cost you anything except for a bit of time. You might create something once, it's there, it's created, then the next time somebody asks for it, you've already got it, it's being delivered. Or going down to the shops and buying something so that you can show everybody. It really is providing value, so they don't see, who charges £120 a month, or we charge £150 a month, or they charge £300 a month. It's not based on the price, it's about the whole thing. So when you say the price, they don't even think twice, because they know they get this and that and this and that and this, and the results and everything on top. So that's quite interesting service. Let's move on to something we talked about earlier then, was your times. You only seem to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. How did you manage to only work 4 days a week then and not have to give up your weekends or even a Friday night? How have you managed to structure that?
I made a conscious decision. I've worked for 30 years, and I've worked every Friday night or Saturday morning for those 30 years.
Yeah.
So when I thought, well, I want to control my hours. I wanted to be part of wanting to be self-employed, as I wanted to control my own hours. So I stuck to it. I'm not working Fridays. I've got a young lad who comes in and does some fit camps on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
So again, they have the option to come into those for free, Friday and Saturday mornings. So I just structure my working day, and I've got my slots, and that's it. And I'm sticking to them. I mean, if I've got a long-termer, and this is customer retention stuff, if I've got a long-term person who can't make the session, then I would be stupid not to slot her in somewhere else. So like a Friday morning, I would do a session if one of my long-termers said, look, I can't make Thursday night. I really can't. Not a problem. Come in Friday morning if you can. Right, job done. So I keep Friday a free day. For me, because I want to look after myself. Big thing FitPros do is work themselves into the ground, and then don't look after themselves, and then they end up burning out and leaving, I guess. So I was adamant I wanted to carry on doing that. So I structure my hours, and I'm sticking to them, and people know they're clear. These are the hours I've got, and that's it. And I don't deviate from them, unless it's a retention thing, looking after a long-term client,
So that is quite interesting, that who's created his own timetable. Clients fit in if they can't, or he's set his timetable and they're the only ones available. So he has his spare time. He's not having to give up valuable time for his partner, his kids, his own life. So you create that work-life balance, which is really good.
Yep, absolutely.
Thanks for watching. Now come join us inside our free Facebook group, where on a daily basis we share tons of content to help you generate leads for your fitness business.